I want to elaborate a little bit more on the Syn1, which was only mentioned in passing in the Synergy video. The reason for this metal enclosure is a remarkably versatile tool, which represents the most affordable stepping stone into the Synergy system, and I think it deserves a video all to itself. Now, what this does is accepts one of the Synergy preamp modules and allows you to connect it to your existing amp in a number of different ways, or directly into your recording interface. Let's start with the amplifier. Let's say you have, like I do, a Victory Kraken, a very wonderful amplifier full of gain and face-melting tones. One thing it lacks, however, is a clean channel. In fact, I lack anything resembling an AC30 or Tweed Deluxe sound in my arsenal of equipment. Now, I could go out and get a whole other amplifier and then swap amps every time I wanted to get that sound, or I could get myself the Syn1 and a Morgan AC preamp and hook that into the effects return of the Kraken, and we would get the AC preamp through two EL34 power valves. Now, should I want the sound of the Deluxe or a Plexi or any other preamp, then it would be a simple case of just swapping the preamp in and out of the Syn1. Sure, but what if I was playing live and wanted to switch between the AC and the Kraken's own sounds on stage? Well, the Syn1 offers a very clever hookup system using 3 cables, whereby the Syn1 becomes an additional switchable channel of your amplifier. When active, the guitar signal routes through the Synergy preamp, bypasses the amp's own internal preamp, and goes straight into the power section of the amp. And when you switch it off, then the signal bypasses the Synergy entirely and goes into the front end of the amp as normal. This would change my Kraken from a 2-channel gain monster to a 4-channel Swiss Army knife of tones, all accessible from the floor. Syn1 also features a DI out, which the Kraken doesn't have. This would allow me in a live environment to send the sound directly to a sound desk and forget about miking up a cabinet entirely. There's a built-in cab sim specifically for this reason. With the DI out, you could theoretically gig with just the Syn1 and forget all about an amp entirely, so long as you don't mind monitoring through the floor wedges or any of your monitors. Now, this brings us on to what I think most people would want to use this for: home recording. By hooking the Syn1 directly to your interface, you can capture the raw sound of any preamp that you've got loaded in, apply cabinet impulse responses to that, and you've got a compact recording solution for any amp you choose. Now, that's super useful, and if you do want to go down that line, then Synergy offers the Syn2, a rack-mountable version with slots for 2 Synergy preamps. Let's hear some of what you can achieve with a setup like this. The preamps and IRs being used at any point will be on screen, so you know what's happening. Now, while I do like the amp head and it would certainly provide an excellent gigging solution, it's just a little superfluous for someone like myself who's creating in a home studio. The Syn1 therefore becomes the perfect solution for expanding out existing amps or being used as a direct recording utility. I'm going to look into securing one of these for use in the studio on a permanent basis, as I think it's going to be very useful for making gear demos and other videos in the future.